Hello YouTubers. For any of you that may be interested in a full-size 45 ACP handgun, you may want to stick around and watch this video. This gun is imported through European American Arms Corporation, EAA for short, from Turkey for SAR Arms under the brand of Sarsilmaz. And this is the Sarsilmaz SAR K2 chambered in 45 ACP. Now this is a full-size 45 ACP service duty handgun. It is primarily made for the Turkish military by SAR Arms, and it is definitely a beast of a gun. On the American market, it competes favorably with guns to the likes of the Para Ordnance 14, Glock 21, Springfield XD M45, and the FNX 45. This gun comes with a 14-round magazine capacity, and with the ability to carry this gun cocked and locked, you have the option of carrying one in the chamber and a full 14-round magazine, which gives you 14 plus 1. Now this gun is built in Turkey, primarily for the Turkish military, and it is a CZ designed clone or copy. Now it does share a lot of the same features and characteristics of the CZ45 or just CZs in general, and it's obvious that it looks a lot like CZ handguns. But this gun is definitely one worth considering if you are one looking for a full-size 45. The gun has a magnificent finish on it, sort of a black, I don't know what they call it, polycoat or something, but it's really smooth, kind of a semi-matte finish, very low reflective, and you have great slide to frame fit. There's no unusual or ugly gaps or lines on the gun. It seems to be very well made from high quality materials. It's an all steel gun, frame, slide, and it weighs in at right about 2.5 pounds unloaded. So you imagine loaded with 14 rounds of ACP, you're talking about almost a 3-pound loaded weapon. The feel of it, it feels like a large CZ75 in hand. Now, a lot of people think it was made to compete with the CZ97, but it just has a different feel than the 97, because the 97 is not as thick as this gun. But overall, it feels good. It's balanced. It's not very front heavy. It has an accessory rail for those that may want to mount a laser or a light. But overall, the gun feels real good in hand. It has a very large trigger guard with serrations on the front. The grips, well, that's a different story. The original grips that come with the gun are, to put it mildly, are just pretty crappy. They'll break in the box, and mine did. They just split from the edge back to the screw holes on both panels. And because it's kind of an obscure brand, there's not a lot of aftermarket options for you. And if you can't get them from SAR Arms, and you have to go on a secondary market try to find some, which I did. Luckily, there's a site on eBay that actually sells these grips specifically for this gun. And if I must say so, they're very high quality, and they're made from like a high density resin, and they're guaranteed not to crack, unlike the ones that came with the gun that cracked in the box. It has the same controls as most CZ handguns, and the manual safety. Now this gun is not ambidextrous, so all of the safeties are just on the left side, being this gun was primarily made for right-handed shooters. The magazine release, though not ambidextrous, I believe it can be reversed for left-handers. The safety on this gun can be engaged even if the trigger is not pulled back in the single action mode, which is different from the CZs because you have to have the hammer pulled back before you can engage the safety. But it engages and disengages very easily, just with a thumb, and it's actually really well made. The slide catch, same way, nicely made. Got serrations on it for ease of operation. And the magazines are made by Metgar, which makes high quality magazines. And unfortunately, there's only one, I think two comes with the gun, and these are pretty pricey. So you may want to consider that when buying one of these guns. It's got fully adjustable rear sights, and it utilizes a 3-dot sight system. The rear sights they adjust very well, but my experience with this gun is it just seems to shoot slightly left. And it has a super large ejection port that easily ejects those spent 45 ACP cartridges. Now, I've shot several different kinds of ammo through this gun and never had an issue with any of it feeding, firing, or extracting. It has a full-size, full-length exposed guide rod. I believe that's stainless, and it seems like either stainless or a chromed barrel. And this gun breaks down just like typical CZ platform. Let's see. It has a nice, long, heavy, double action trigger. I mean, it's really heavy. It got to be at least 15 pounds. But the single action trigger is extremely nice. It's one of the lightest single action triggers I think I've ever felt on them. It's 3, maybe 4 pounds at the most. All in all, it's a fantastic gun. Definitely worth looking at if you're looking for a high capacity, full-size ACP pistol. But like I said before, it's definitely not one you want to carry. It's one definitely either full-size duty pistol or one strictly for the range. But nonetheless, very well made and very high quality. And for the price, these are usually selling somewhere in the neighborhood of about $400 to $450 new. You don't see that many on the secondary market because it's still kind of an obscure gun, and I had read one time that they were being blocked from coming into the US from Turkey anymore. But anyway, if you like full-size ACP pistols, this one's worth a look. That's all I got for now. Big Swole 58, signing off.